I'm going to call it a success. Hey y'all, APG Jamie here. And it is the third Wednesday of the month. A new year at that. Same sex Wednesday, round 5. We are using Lisa's stuff. With a playing card, a piece of handmade paper, some tickets, some lace, a large format photo slide thingy-majiggy, a little envelope that has a little card in it. Okay. Now, just let me tell you, I've got missing footage. All right? I have a very valid excuse, which we'll get to. Not yet. Just wait for it. So we have the lace. I cut it into 3 strips because I determined I was going to need 3 of the strips. And I thought, well, we want blue and we want yellow and we want green. And we got some of that there mica spray from her secret internet admirer. Thanks again, darling. And one of them got clogged to death, so I had to go unclogged it, which wasn't really hard. It had just had some stuff dried up on the little nose. Gotta wipe their noses when you're done with your sprays, y'all. So we got that and spritzing it all up. Oh, they're so pretty. And they're nice and dry because, y'all didn't see me heat gun, y'all. But you will. So we're going to Fabrifix that on that side. And then we're going to put, you're watching, right? So anyway, at one point, my camera does its little weird thing when it all, for whatever reason, decides it's on autofocus, even though it's not. And it does that real kind of thing. And I try to get it to chill out and calm down. And evidently, I turned the recording off, guy. I didn't know I did that. Or it did it. I don't know what happened, okay? But I will run back through when that comes up, all right? And tell you what I did when y'all didn't get to see, all right? But not yet, because, it's not yet. So this one's a little bit shorter than some of the others. Which, some of them you just don't know how long they're going to be on account of, sometimes you have more elaborate ideas. And sometimes you don't. But anywho, pockets. Pockets, Gotta have the pockets. So we're just trimming off a little excess, just sticking out just a little too much for me. Just a little teeny tiny too much. So, doing that. And here are the tickets. I thought, well, let's do some stenciling on them. So I got out some white gesso. I know it's pretty translucent, but take my word for it. It's the white stuff. And we're doing that. Oh, they ended up looking so cool, y'all. You don't get to see them getting finished, but, I'll have to explain that to you. So we do that on this side, and I look at it, I'm like, yeah, I like that, because I wanted to obscure the ticket and keep this coupon and that kind of thing, all right? And so we're doing that. And these are probably vintage. They look a little faded. I don't know. They could be brand new. I don't know, Lisa. And Happy New Year, y'all. And so we're just doing that. And then I got some of that gold metallic medium from the Hobby Lobby back in the summer when they had it on clearance. Oh, my boyfriend says, you need this stuff. And I wasn't totally convinced, but for $1.34, I'm like, yeah, I get it. I mean, it's gold, right? Allegedly, I don't know, because I haven't done it. It's the first time I've used it, y'all. It's just been sitting here. You can mix it and give things a metallic type finish. It says it works best with translucent paint. I didn't put any paint in. I'm just using the straight up gold. I also had some silver. I got that too. Yeah, 234. You can't beat it. Yeah. So looks cool. Heat gun, y'all. So here's our playing card, and here are our dry tickets. And I'm going to take them apart, and I'm going to glue them onto that piece of cardstock. That was the little card that was inside the little teensy tiny envelope. Well, it's not teensy tiny. The little envelope. And the rest you won't get to see because it's all fouled up. Didn't get recorded. Got corrupt. I don't know what happened. Well, I told you what I think happened, but I don't know for sure. So y'all remember I had the yearbook with all the teeny tiny pictures in it. Well, I cut some of them out, and we will put a boy and a girl on each ticket. Okay. Oh, that's an emery board just filing off some of that plastic coating that's so often on the playing cards. Because they're vintage, I don't know how much was on there. Anyway, so we glued it on. This is where things got screwed up. See, it's like, whoa, what's going on? I'm going to use that script stamp to stamp on the little envelope. You don't get to see that part. It disappeared. You don't get to see me gluing on the little yearbook pictures on the little tickets, you know, because you don't. And, you know, once this stuff is done, it's done. You can't necessarily go back and redid it, you know, because you're limited on the stuff you were sent. So, oh, I get all points. I get all the points because I used all the stuff. Just saying. Just, you know, throwing that out there while we're dilly-dallying. And you're like, see, I even had a washi sticker girl. I trimmed some of the excess white off of her. You can see that. Put a little sentiment on there. What's it say? I don't know. Oh, my birthstone is coffee. It has nothing to do with anything other than I thought it was funny, and I thought, yeah, we're using that. So here I'm explaining to you, that's our piece of handmade paper. Took the same stencil. I used those different colors and the makeup brushes to go around and stencil it on there. It was very cool and very entertaining, that part. You can get to see it, sorry. And then I put some stamps on the photo slide right there. And now we're going to put some pop dots on the corners, because the thing is, if you glue these down, you really can't see the image very well. You need some light behind it. So I thought I will just take a piece of scrap cardstock, which I did a little stamping on the back just for some lines, just in case somebody decided to journal if you do that kind of thing. And we're going to, so it's going to pop it up off the white cardstock, okay, which will enable you to see the image a little bit. Not totally 100%, because I mean, you don't got a light behind it and all that stuff, but it's pretty seeable. I think you'll see. It's pretty seeable. I'll even have a photo montage coming up in a little while. I don't know. And then that's our paper, and we glued the little bottom. We've scrooched it up and then glued the little side, so it's a little pocket. And you know, I'm like, well, I need to tie it shut with something. So I found a piece of twine over there, and we used some twine. Now we're back to the actual filming part. Oh man, y'all, I tell you what. Happy New Year! Oh, and if it's the old year by now and you're watching, I hope you had a good year. Anywho, clipping that down, used my favorite, Aleene's Original Tacky Glue. We also used art glitter. Oh, there's a list of ingredients in the description below. Hey! Guess what else is down there? Links to my fellow artists. Now, I'm making the envelope into a pocket as well, although I didn't put anything behind it. I might later. I don't know. Don't never know. Just don't never know. So we're gluing that down, and that sound you hear is Champ. He's panting. They do that sometimes. They both do that. There's dogs, that's what they do. So anyway, gonna put the stamp on there. Yes, I remembered to change the year because you know that can be kind of hard to do in January. Anywho, doing that, stamping that, getting it done. Almost a perfect stamp. Almost. It's a little wonky. Okay, here, flip flop. So it's a washi tape sticker girl from the Amazons. There's our playing card. Here's our tickets with our little yearbook pictures on there, you know. We had that little tiny scrap of lace that we put on there. I ended up with another little piece of lace that was, you know, original color. Here's our little twine. We're going to open it up so we can see our fun little photo. Look at that. See? So you can see it, right? Right? Ta-da! Photo montage. Even though I used a mix of warm and cool color inks on that piece of paper, in real life you can see the subtle differences and it looks quite pretty. I tried to take a picture, but not so much. So there's our lady and there's our little tickets. You could kind of flip them up and see the other people. It's boy, girl, girl, boy, boy, girl, all that kind of stuff. Back and forth. I was just thinking networking, okay? Networking, I don't know. Coffee's my birthstone. Yeah. So there's our little stamping around the edge of our little photo. I like this stuff, Lisa. Thank you so much. We all appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks for watching. And happy arting, y'all.